Alright, so I'm a little tardy to the party, but I had a friend recommend me this one movie. It's streaming on Peacock, and I finally decided to check it out. It's called Polite Society, and it's actually way better than I had expected it to be. The trailers that I saw just kind of looked like it was gonna take itself too seriously. And to be fair, I only caught like snippets of the trailers before I walked into movies. And those snippets made it look like it was super serious, and I'm very happy to say that it is not. Let's get into it. So, the main story is all about this little sister who is an aspiring stunt woman, and she just has a very deep friendship with her older sister, and then the older sister starts to ghost and start flaking on her due to this new boyfriend. They are planning on getting married, and the little sister wants to stop that marriage from happening. And so it's a very simple story, but it's one that's actually like pretty well executed for the premise, where it just gets kind of batshit insane near the end, and it's quite an interesting story in how they told it, and it was honestly quite surprising. I was expecting it to be a little lame and boring, and like, oh, they tried a little too hard in the action, but no, the action, we'll get into the cinematics here in a bit, but it was a really enjoyable and entertaining story. I'll give a hand grenade score for the story. Okay, now let's get to the cinematics. Where I was mentioning earlier, the action, it is extremely well executed. This movie is extremely funny and surprisingly charming. I was not expecting all of that. I was expecting some like meh action, but rewatching the trailer after seeing the movie, I'm like, damn, I'm so happy I don't remember and didn't see a full trailer before seeing this, because the trailers kind of ruined this movie as well. I had previously thought it was pretty mismarketed, but damn, was my memory wrong. It was just poorly marketed due to the fact that it just told you the whole damn movie, and it literally showed you from start to finish. But yeah, the action was great, the music was great, the comedy was also fantastic. This whole movie was such a wild, enjoyable ride that I just wasn't expecting, and that's honestly one of the biggest things I can, upsides to this film, one of the biggest awards I can give it. Like, how, if you entertain me, and it's fairly easy to entertain me, but leave me like surprised entertained, is very good. So cinematics, easy hand grenade score. The directing was pretty solid. It takes some good talent to capture good action in directing and good stunt work, and I have to say that this had it. And you know what? I'll just keep it short, sweet, and simple. Another easy hand grenade score there. Let's talk about the acting, because this is where the movie could have been made or broken. So our two leads, Ria and Lena. Ria played by Priya Kansara, and Lena played by Ritu Arya, someone who you would recognize if you've seen Red Notice or The Umbrella Academy. That's where I recognized her from. They both give solid performances, and if they didn't do good with their performances, this movie would have stunk. Priya plays the annoying little sister at the perfect balance of annoying and charming, and not charmingly annoying or annoyingly charming. Plays at the perfect balance of both to really make the story quite engaging, and you sympathize with her character, in my opinion. It's really well told, and I have to say this, Rio would be a great stunt double. She gets her ass kicked a lot, and she always gets back up. And I think that's what you look for in a stunt double. And so, I gotta give the acting a solid hand grenade score. Expectations and experience. Yeah, this was surprisingly better than I expected it to be. In all honesty, this is like a mix of Scott Pilgrim, in the way that the action is directed and stylized on screen, with just a few more twists and turns than Scott Pilgrim has, but it's a little less charming than Scott Pilgrim due to the fact that I just find Scott Pilgrim a little more charming due to its 8-bit and video game references. This one is just it's just video game references in my opinion, and it references a lot of other projects. I really enjoyed this, and I'm probably going to make some of these friends who did not want to see this see it anyway now that it's on streaming. So other than that, expectations, experience, hand grenade score, let's just round it out. This is an easy hand grenade movie. This movie is super explosive, dynamic, and it's rewatchable. I do personally believe it's rewatchable. I'll probably rewatch, like I said, I'm going to force some other friends to watch it, so I'll rewatch it with them and see if they end up enjoying it more than they expect to. Other than that, leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you've already checked out The Polite Society and are like, bro, why didn't you see this sooner? Subscribe if you enjoyed, and you're here anyway, might as well. Other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.